Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and into another vlog. It's day 10 of our holiday and today we are heading from Seoul, South Korea to Hong Kong. If we flew straight back to Melbourne, Australia, our Cathay Pacific flight would have stopped in Hong Kong anyway, so we decided to take this as an opportunity to make it part of the trip as well. Once we arrived at Hong Kong Airport, we took a taxi to our hotel. We could have taken the Airport Express train from the airport, which I know is quite convenient and affordable, but unfortunately my husband hurt his calf muscle while bouldering in Seoul yesterday, so we took a taxi to make it easier. We are staying at the Royal Garden Hotel in Jinzhajiu on the Kowloon side of Hong Kong. Here is a quick room tour. Once we settled in, we headed back out to have dinner and explore the nearby streets. The first thing I wanted to have was the roast goose. It's like a better version of roast duck, which we can't get here in Australia, so I'm really excited for it. The skin is the best part. It's plump and juicy and the meat is full of flavour. And dipping it into some plum sauce is the best combo, I think. The barbecue pork is also really good here, especially if you get the fattier pieces. Then we came across this dessert place and he had sago, which is my husband's absolute favourite, so now he was excited. I got the mango sago and he got the coconut sago, which was both really nice. Not too sweet and a good serving size. And that's it for the first night here. Good morning, it's the next day and we are ready to kick off the day with an iced coffee first. The weather is still hot here, like Korea, but not as hot, which is nice. We are walking towards the Star Ferry terminal to take the ferry across to Hong Kong Island. This route we took along the harbour had a lovely view and was about a 20-minute walk. We used cash to buy a token as a ticket to the ferry. It is cheap and a short ride across, so it's quite convenient. I always get a bit nervous getting on boats because I get travel sickness, but it was smooth sailing and was over before I knew it. Once we got to the other side, we made our way to the Victoria Peak tram. This is the famous tram that permanently sits at an angle whilst it goes up the mountain. Surprisingly, I was starting to feel a little nauseous from this ride because of the angle, I think. My point of view kind of resembled a roller coaster, which is a no-no for my brain, but the ride isn't so long, so I was fine, and I think if it went longer, I probably would have not enjoyed it. Once we disembarked at the top, we walked around a little, but not too much because my husband's calf was starting to feel too sore to walk anymore, which was a shame as we heard the walking trail up here is really nice and it was a beautiful day for it. We also checked out the shopping centre to find something for lunch, but instead we came across egg tarts, so of course we had to get some. We got a puff pastry egg tart each, a milk tart and a coconut tart to share. The egg tarts will always be my favourite, but I have to say the milk tart is quite up there too. This is the first time I've seen or heard of it, but my husband reckons it's better than the egg tart. The filling is super creamy and pairs really nicely with the short crust pastry. We actually didn't spend too much time up here and decided to head back down to explore other areas. Right next to it, there is a park with a bird aviary. Now, if you're an OG subscriber, you would already know I'm scared of birds, especially when they fly really close to me, but my husband loves them. So I decided to be brave and go in as well, since the aviary looked quite big. It was really nice inside with lots of species to identify. It was kind of fun trying to spot them on the trees. But I feel like most of the people there are like serious bird watchers with their long lens camera setups. After lunch, we went to the nearest Ding Ding Tram station to get onto the iconic trams that go along Hong Kong Island from east to west. We decided this was the most suitable way for us to sightsee as many areas at once because my husband can't walk around too much today. So what you do is hop on from the back door and you can go and find a seat immediately as you pay when you get off. It costs exactly 3 Hong Kong dollars no matter which stop you get off at. If you pay by cash, you'll need to have the exact change. Otherwise, you can tap the octopus card when disembarking from the front door. It was a nice ride, observing the locals doing their thing and seeing what shops and buildings are around. I actually feel like the tram travels quite fast and it can be loud with the rattling sounds. After riding it for about 1 hour, we got off the Ding Ding Tram where the Star Ferry terminal is so we can hop back onto the ferry to the Kowloon side. For dinner this night we went to Ichiran, which isn't really what typical tourists come to Hong Kong to eat, but since we went to Japan in 2023, my husband and I have been craving the Ichiran ramen, so we had to come here knowing it was within arm's reach. It tasted as good as we remembered it to be. The tonkatsu broth is so full of body, creamy and tasty like it's full of collagen. Then I always pick soft noodles with some garlic and it's just so good. We felt so satisfied afterwards, making us can't wait to go back to Japan one day. For dessert tonight, we went to get egg waffles. We googled that Manny Pancake was the best in the area, so we went there, but I later realized it is a chain, so you can probably find a branch anywhere quite easily. We picked their second bestseller, which is banana and choc chip filling. It was really good. The banana makes it moist and the choc chip isn't too sweet. It was a perfect way to end the night. And that brings me to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more from me. Have a lovely day and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!